Good afternoon, dear students. Uh, we'll start today's session now. Okay. Uh, Today we are going to talk about the resume building for the freshers. Okay. So before I start the session, let me introduce myself. My name is Hari Krishna. I'm a soft skills trainer, behavioral trainer, and leadership development trainer, corporate trainer, and C2C expert, C2C transition expert. I'm from Hyderabad. Okay. Today, the main purpose of the program is to uh, get awareness, create awareness among the students community and even professionals as well, working professionals, so that they'll understand what is the importance of a resume, that is crafting a best resume according to the ATS format. So what is an ATS? Applicant Tracking System. So here, what is an ATS? Applicant Tracking System? Applicant Tracking System is uh, software which is used by the recruiters, HRs, and everyone, by the companies, to scan the resumes accordingly their job description. If it matches with the keywords and with the score, the total score, then only they'll scan the resume and they'll go to that, and then they will select the particular resumes with matching scores. Minimum score is 75% and maximum can be anything. So whatever it might be, I always suggest my students to go for maximum of 85% plus. And recently one of my students have got the particular score of 95 plus, and I've supplied them certain ATS format templates which consists of at least 85% plus and 98% scores. So today, at the end of the session, I'm also going to give you certain templates for free of cost. And here, let me tell you, it definitely helps you to nail the interviews at any cost. Okay, done. So without any delay, we are going to start our session today. So thank you for giving me this opportunity. Okay, so let us start the session. Okay, 1 minute. Let me start the session. Let me share the screen. Okay, let me share the screen first. Minute. There is a glitch in the sharing. I'll share it again. Please wait. Second. Ah, here, see here. So here, you can see the particular slideshow. Okay. So this is about resume information. So this session purpose is all about creating a job in resume that stands out in an interview. Okay. So which is presented by me. Okay. And I've introduced myself. Okay. Today we are going to start the session now. Okay. Yes. So introduction. So welcome to the session. Hearty welcome to everyone, and hope it serves the purpose for everyone. And hope after attending this particular session, everyone will get ITS templates, and it will help them to nail the interviews and for their success in the interviews. Okay. Then wish you all the best. Next, why is resume writing is important for the freshers? So we also discuss about why is resume writing is very important for the freshers. And what you will learn in this session is about a Q&A session. That means drop the questions. If you have any questions in the session, please drop it in the parking lot so that I'll go through that and I'll revert back very soon. And now I'll just ask you one question. What is the biggest challenge you face in writing the resume? Okay, if you have a question, please answer this question. If you know the answer, please answer this question in the chat box. Okay, which is provided for you. So please write it, and I'll check and I'll let you know the answer. Okay, done. Next, the purpose of a resume. What is the purpose of a resume? Actually, the main purpose of a resume is to market ourselves. That means a resume is always serves as a marketing tool. You need to market yourself in the best way. That means the first impression always matters here. When you create a great impression at the first sight, definitely it lasts long and it serves a good results for you. So here, always make sure that your resume should be great in a great perspective. I'll explain now how it makes sense here. Let me explain you. Suppose when you apply for the interviews, so you might not meet the recruiter or HR, whoever it is, not physically or face to face, right? So you need to share the resume and share the certain documents which is requested by the recruiter. He has to go through it. Then he will shortlist the resumes, the documents, whichever you have shared, right? So whenever you have shared the documents, the resume with him, definitely he has a time limit. Basically, he has a time limit of 6 to 8 seconds. Maximum of 20 seconds he goes through the resume every second, because every recruiter has certain works to do, lots of works to do, and he will get thousands of resumes in a day as per the requirement, and he has to go through all the resumes according to the requirement, right? So whenever he goes to start going to the resume, definitely what he does is he takes a minimum time, and then he glance through the resume. Then the time comes now. If the resume is very great in terms of structure, in terms of keywords, in terms of layout, in terms of like, visibility, everything, definitely your resume will be get selected. So always keep in mind that the first impression which you are making is the last impression. So always please ensure that you prepare a great resume with good keywords, with the powerful ATS keywords, and please send it across all the sources in PDF format only, not with any other formats, because it doesn't serve any purpose. So please do not do that. Okay. Now I have a question for you. What is that? Is, have you ever been rejected due to a weak resume? Definitely yes. Yes, definitely. Because with my experience, I'm telling you that most 98% of the resumes, whichever shared across all the portals, will get rejected because they have a weak format, structure is not good, no keywords, ATS powered keywords, and no relativity to the job applied. So that's why it will get rejected. So now today I'll be telling you how to get selected, how we can shortlist our resume by the recruiters. So there are certain ways to shortlist, make our resume shortlist of the interview. So let us see one by one. And at the end of the session, I'm going to give you one great format, a great template which serves the purpose and which is almost 98% score in the template. Okay? So please be connected and be on the screen. Okay. Yes. Next, common resume mistake which freshers make. First one is, I've seen many people that they have made a resume which is obsolete and which is very generic and which has a vague objective and which is too long, and they have made the resume with spelling mistakes and with grammatical errors as well as a poor formatting and readability. So whenever we go through that, definitely it has to be very easy, simple and short and crispy format. Do not explain everything. So always go through the bullet formats, okay? And always before sharing across anything, so please cross check twice or thrice by others. Do not check yourself only. Please check with the others also, so that they can find out certain errors, alignment errors, spelling errors, grammatical errors, something. Please do not do that. And while writing this career objective, so we call it professional objectives or professional summary or career objective, so whatever it is. So nowadays, let me tell you, this writing the career objective has been made as a optional one. It's not a mandatory one. So what you do is, if you want to write this career objective in your resume, so what you do is, please tailor it according to the job description. Please pick up important keywords from the JD, job description of a resume, and then please write it. And which is related to which the description should be related to the job which you are applying, and it has to has a minimum of keywords, which minimum of related keywords which are mentioned in the job description. Then only write. Otherwise, do not write a generic one. And one more thing, do not copy from Google, ChatGPT, or anywhere else, and do not borrow these career objectives from anyone else. It's a bad habit. Okay, done. Next, how long good how long should a fresher's resume be? So what do you think? What do you think about that? So 2 pages, 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages. What do you think? What is the length? Preferred length for a fresher's resume. So now let me tell you, the preferred length is maximum of 2 pages for a fresher, and if not, 1.5 pages. That's it. And if it is possible, please make it limited to 1 page only. Okay, do not write any other irrelevant things, irrelated things. Please do not do that. Okay, done. Next, ideal resume length and format. Maximum is 1 page, so minimum is 1 page, and it can go across 2 pages if you describe and if you explain about your projects, internships, and the work history you had. Then it may go up to 2 pages. Otherwise, only 1 page is enough. Next, simple, clean layout. As I told you, your resume should be in a simple format, clean and readable format. So what you need to do is, you just follow text-based format. So if you follow this text-based format, what is a text-based format resume is that there should not be any graphic designs, no fancy formats or fancy fonts other than Calibri, Arial, Times Roman. Okay, so please do not inculcate this particular fonts into the resume. Okay, and always follow ATS-friendly format only. So that is called text-based resume. Okay, text-based resume, and which is a vertical format, a simple, clean, and readable format. So there, everything will be mentioned in a clean perspective, in a text-based, with neat bullet points. Do not explain everything and one after the other, and you maintain everything. So then your resume will get selected at max. Okay, done. Now, key sections in a resume. What do you think about the key sections in a resume? So there are many sections. People used to write hobbies, extracurricular activities, and languages known, and personal information, declaration, something else. And What is the mistake? What is the biggest mistake they do is writing a languages known personal profile that such as date of birth, from father name, mother name, siblings, as well as their marital status and gender. So please avoid these kind of mistakes while drafting the resume. Please don't do that. Okay. Yes. Next. What are the key sections in a resume? Now we are going to have a look on the sections of a resume. What is that? It's a header. Header means the top portion of the topmost portion of the resume. What is that? What it consists is, it consists of your name. That is also full name. Do not write your pet names and nicknames or something else. Okay. No way. So you have to write only full names according to your Aadhaar card. Otherwise, SSC ways to names, which is official name. Next, your contact information. Like you have to mention your full mobile number. That is 10 digits mobile number, and then you have to mention your professional email ID. Professional in the sense personal email, professional or personal email ID, which is working now, and which you use every day. Okay, that's it. And then LinkedIn ID. It is a mandatory. You have to mention that. And if you are technical students, you can mention Git ID and some other IDs also. They are there, so you can make a portfolio and then you can attach that. And what is a GitHub ID is in the sense here. So whenever you attend certain meetings, seminars, and certification sessions, you tend to get certain certifications, right? Certificates. So after that, while mentioning these certifications, you can mention the link. So you can mention the Git link, and then definitely you can connect to it. If the recruiter goes through it, if he clicks on that, definitely your certificate will be visible. So please do that. It's the best thing. Okay. Next, objectives are the summary. As I told you, it's completely optional for the freshers, as because they are fresh into the industry and they do not know what to do and what not to do. So definitely they can avoid this. If you want to write, please write in a short, sweet, and crispy manner. And one more thing, you have to add certain keywords in the objective or the summary section, which is collected from this particular JD, which is provided to you. So please do that, and it should be tailored according to the job which you are applying for. Okay, done. Okay. Next, education. So this is a main important section where the people used to commit many mistakes because they used to write CGPA, they used to write many things, and they used to write this section in a tables. So this is they think that this is easiest and visually appealing format, but please understand it doesn't serve the purpose, and do not ever include any tables in the resume, because ATS does not accept these things, and does not recognize these tables, and your scores gradually becomes low. So please don't do that. Okay. And always follow text-based format. What is that? You have to mention your degree, you have to mention your university and the passing year. If you wanted to write your CGPA, it's not optional. You can write it. But if you have written CGPA for 1 degree, you have to you have to write for everything. That means intermediate and degree and PG, everything you have to write. If you do not want to write, please avoid it completely. That's it. Okay. Yes. Next, skills section. This is very important for everyone, because if you wanted to write this technical as well as soft skills under skills section, you can write side by side. Okay, technical skills separately and this soft skills separately by using a bullet pointers. So please mention that. Please write it neatly. Okay, do not mix it. And whenever you write these technical skills, that is domain related skills, maybe cloud computing and Linux, Unix, Java, core Java, and something else. So you can mention if you are very good at the subject. Okay, you can mention it. Otherwise, now you can simply mention basic knowledge under the brackets. That's it. Projects. So whenever you mention the projects, please mention it according to the particular format. That is, you mention accordingly the description. That means the project description should be in a real example by using real examples, quantifiable and qualifiable. And one more thing, whenever you start writing these particular descriptions in a project under the project section, it has to be impact driven. What is the project name? What is the title of the project? What is the purpose? What you have done, and what was the impact? And what is the result? Quantifiable as well as qualifiable. Quantity as well as quality should be mentioned over there. Okay, and simple, and it should be in a short format. Next, internships and certificates. If you have achieved any internships or certificates, please mention it. Okay, please mention it, and it has to be mentioned in a particular section. Okay, done. Next, extracurricular activities. Only write if you have any extracurricular activities which are relevant to the job which you are applying for. Do not write watching TV, playing a cricket, something else. Okay, do not write. They are irrelevant. So please don't write that. Okay. Next, resume header. The first impression matters. As I told you, the people used to go through the resume header and then they decide whether to shortlist or not. That's it. So this makes main purpose. So please make everything in a neat format. You need to write your full name, professional email ID. That's also should follow. That is first name and last name at @gmail.com. You have to create a professional email ID for especially for the jobs applying purpose. That's it. Okay. And other than that, you should not use that. Next, your LinkedIn profile. Always keep your LinkedIn profile updated. Suppose updated in the sense. Let me explain you. Suppose you have attended 3 certification sessions, or you have achieved certain achievements, like great achievement while in your college. So please go and update that in the LinkedIn section so that it keeps updated, and whenever recruiters or HRs go through that particular LinkedIn profile, they'll have an understanding that okay, these people have gone through these many achievements and these have these particular things, so they will understand that. Okay, that please do that. And always do not mention do not attach your photographs. Do not attach your photographs on your resume. Okay, do you have an updated LinkedIn profile? If yes, it's fine. If not, please go and update today itself. Okay. Next, writing an impactful resume summary. How to write impactful resume summary? I'll tell. So if someone has written that, I've seen many people that I am a hardworking professional and a fresher, hardworking graduate who is looking for the job opportunities in particular so and so sector. So this is a weak objective. So you need not to write like that. So whenever you write something, you have to mention that a recent recent graduate with expertise or with knowledge in Python, data analytics, and Java, something else. Okay, and you need to write some explanation over it. And if you have developed something, maybe while you're in the college, while you're graduating, while you're in the college, you have developed some other things, maybe prototype of some other programs or something else. Please do mention it clearly. Okay, done. Next, drop your resume summary. If you wanted to check your resume summary, if it is according to the ATS or not, so please drop your resume summaries in the chat box so that I'll go through it and let you know whether it is according to the format or any modifications needed. Okay. Yeah. Next, how to list education properly. So as I told you earlier, this education section is an important format where we need to mention in a proper way, not mention in a tabular format or other formats. So what you need to do is you need to mention your degree, then university and year of completion. Example, BTech in IT, any university like Bharati University, Mani University, JNU University, and passing year 2023, 2024, and 2025, like this. And do not include irrelevant school details if you have passed, if you are in graduation, or if you have completed your graduation, because people also know that if you have completed your SSC, then only you will be moved to intermediate and as well as plus 2 plus 3 levels, right? So please do not mention your SSC or 10th class details, school details, okay? Only start from intermediate. It's enough for you. Otherwise, no, you can mention the graduate details, only graduate details. That's enough for you, okay? Done. Next, highlighting your skills effectively. So how to highlight your skills in an effective manner so that it gets selected for the interview. So what you need to do is, first of all, you need to mention what are the skills. So you need to understand what are the skills, what are the types of skills. The first one is hard skill, and the second one is the soft skills. Very soft skills. So here, what you need to do is you need to segregate these skills, domain related as well as soft skills separately, side by side. And so you can write minimum 2 to 3, or 2 to 3 here and 2 to 3 there. You can write with the bullets, need bullet. Okay, right. Example, hard skills or domain skills, Python, Excel, Java, SQL, and digital marketing, etc., etc. Whatever it is, okay. Your domain related skills. Soft skills means communication skills, problem solving skills, teamwork skills, negotiation, conflict handling, grievance handling, and some other things. Okay, so you need to mention like this. Next, whatever you mention, so please always mention industry specific tools such as Canva, Power BI, etc., etc. Okay, whatever it comes. Next, so have you written your technical as well as soft skills in your resume? What are that? So please mention in the chat box so that I'll go through that. I'll modify if in case it is needed. Okay, done. Next, adding projects and internships even without experience. So people used to tell the students that in case if you do not have experience, please do not mention anything. No, it's not that. If you do not have an experience, even though if you do not have an experience, you can mention your projects and internships, and it would be considered as real time experience, because if you have gone through any internships and projects, live projects, industry related things, definitely it would be considered as a life experience. So do not bother about that. Okay, next, projects show practical application skills. So whenever you have applied some technical skills and soft skills, okay, industry related skills into your project as well as internship, please show it, please write it, explain it. Okay, include college assignments, freelancing or internships. So you can include college assignments, maybe a project, maybe a prototype project, maybe a freelancing projects you have done with any other company while you are in college or university. Okay, or if you have completed any internships, number of internships or 1 or 2, so please mention it. It will be considered as an experience. Okay, use action driven description. So action driven means which should have an impact driven explanation. So whenever you write something, what was the impact, what is the title, what is the description, and what was the purpose, and then last you need to write what was the impact. So and the output, impact and output should be mentioned over there. Maybe 10% of output, 20%, 30%, like this you have to mention. Okay, so I've given you one example over here, so please go through that and you understand it. Okay, so if you have any question, you can write it in the chat box. Okay, done. Next, extracurricular activities. As I told you in the last slide, in the previous slide, we have also discussed about this one. That is, extracurricular activities are only important when you have some relevant activities. Otherwise, please do not do that. Avoid writing it. Okay, because you have to only write the relevant activities such as industry level debates, seminars, conferences, or certain hackathons in other colleges or universities you have attended and you participated and you have a certificate. Then only please mention it. Otherwise, please do not mention irrelevant things such as watching TV, watching Netflix series, watching Amazon Prime, cooking, traveling, spending with the friends like this. Please avoid it. Okay. Done. Next, formatting your resume for ATS. So till now we have discussed about many things. Okay, and now we are coming to the actual section. What is that? ATS format resume. What is that? Applicant Tracking System. So it is a software. Okay, and what you need to do is in this, the format is very simple. Okay, it should not have any fancy fonts, tables, and the columns. No fancy things and fancy formats or fancy fonts are allowed here. Only simply text-based format is allowed here. And stick to the simple professional layout. Always prefer simple and professional layout. Do not write side by side. Do not choose select one is side by side, and which has graphical layouts. Please don't do that. Okay. And whenever you share your resume to the recruiters or the HRs, please prefer PDF only. And you need to save your resume as your full name, updated resume, and then in PDF format. Unless and otherwise it is mentioned. Recruiters also always have mentioned that you need to send your resume in a PDF formats only, not in any other formats. Okay. Next, common resume mistakes to avoid. What are that? Using generic adjectives, as I told you, a hardworking, smartworking, professional, something else. So please don't do that. Okay. No keywords from the job description. If you have not used any keywords which are there, which are mentioned in the job description, so it is absolutely mistake for you. Unnecessary personal details, such as I told you in the previous slide. Marital details, gender details like male or female, and you're married or not, and something father name, mother name, sibling names like this. So please do not do that, especially release. You do not mention that. Too much text, no express. So this is called a copy resume. That means you fill resume and papers with all the matters and all the text and no empty spaces, until then it will be called as copy resume. So please don't do that. Okay. Next, how to tailor a resume for each job. So as I told you, whenever you apply for a job, for each and every job, you need to tailor your resume with specific keywords from the JD, which they have mentioned. So you need to take that and mention it in the resume, in the skills section, in the job like a professional summary section. You need to mention customize skills based on the job description. As I told you, whenever you draft your skills, so tailor it according to the job description. Select certain keywords, important keywords from the job description. Then you can do that. Use keywords from the job post. As I told you, highlight relevant coursework and projects. As I told you, you need to mention that and highlight it, highlight the output and impact, what they have done and what you have done, what was your target and what you have achieved. You need to highlight that. Okay, in the coursework, that is project and internships. Okay. Next, final resume checklist. So what we need to do here, we need to do a checklist. We need to perform a checklist. Now, resume should be one page length, no grammatical errors and spelling mistakes. Okay, ATS-friendly format we need to follow. Tailor for the job. That means based on the job description, we need to collect certain keywords which are compliant with ATS system, and then we need to follow it. Then tailor the resume accordingly. Then it's okay. Any questions? Any questions? Yes. If you have any questions, please write it in the chat box. I'll attend it. Okay. Now, bonus free resume template I give you now. Okay. And if you want these ATS friendly resume templates, please follow my YouTube channel. Okay, YouTube channel and Telegram channel and WhatsApp channel, so that you'll get these resume template which are compliant with the ATS formats, and it is absolutely